Hello, I'm Pam of HealingStars.com. I'm going to talk about the full moon, which is November the 4th, but first I want to go back in time. So this is a chart set for the 27th of October. And on that day, and it's only one day in the entire year, the Sun joined Jupiter. That's very significant because Jupiter is like the king of the gods, the Sun is, Apollo. This is a strong energy, and righteousness can be the negative of Jupiter, which is the law. But it's Scorpio, and Scorpio is a sign that is all about things that are taboo, hidden. Now, also at that day, what is very significant is Mercury, midway through Scorpio, and if you notice, it's actually making an exact, well, it's moving towards the trine with Chiron, shall we say. Mercury is the news, Mercury is the media, and Saturn, very significantly, is the exact same degree as Chiron in a square. That's a really challenging aspect. Chiron is the wounded healer archetype. So it's where we are all wounded, but where we can also heal and heal others. But if we're caught in our wounds, then we can project them out onto others. A word of caution there. You also might notice that just before that day, the moon had joined Pluto. So there's a lot of strong Pluto energy around at this time, Scorpio energy. I'll move forward in time. Shall go back again? Because on that day, the 28th, I don't know if you can see this, but yes, Venus in Libra, her own sign, at an exact square to Pluto. So this is the story in the news, the story that started with the outing, if you like the word, of Harvey Weinstein, and now other people coming forward, men and women both, to tell their stories about abuse. Now this is, sexual abuse. This is very much a Scorpio theme, and Venus, of course, is the women, Pluto, those people in power. So that was the 28th. So now we move to the full moon. So things that occur before a full moon. So that Venus energy, which joined, in a negative way with Pluto, it takes us into the underworld. It's the story of Persephone, actually. Persephone was taken down into the underworld, but she became the queen of souls. And it's this time of year, we're now very much into autumn, that we are in that realm of the unconscious, the underworld. So at this full moon, Venus now is right opposite Uranus. Like dead on, that's exact. 25 degrees of Libra, 25 of Uranus. Uranus in Aries is all about me. And the hashtag #MeToo is, has just caught on, hasn't it, on the media. The Sun is still connected to Jupiter. So a full moon is bringing everything to light. The moon itself, exalted in the sign of Taurus, is in turn ruled by Venus in her own sign. So Venus is very dominant in this chart, although she's not in Scorpio. Mercury is right at the end now of Scorpio. Mercury moves into its next sign of Sagittarius just a few days, the day after, in fact on the 5th, on Sunday. By the 8th, Venus will move into Scorpio. And then by the 13th, we have a good day. It's always nice to show good days. And on that day, I want you to try and get up early. I'm just going to go forward a moment in time because it's a very special day. There it is. This is the day when Venus and Jupiter join. And Venus at the moment is a morning star. She's rising before the Sun. She will, by the end of the year, disappear completely. She will be hidden by the light of the Sun. But on that morning, in fact it's 8:15 a.m. in the UK, Venus and Jupiter will be together. And this is a blessing. This is a really good omen. So if you're not, if you're up for it, this is certainly a good day for the lottery if that is significant in your chart. They are benefics. Venus, goddess of love. Jupiter brings abundance and faith and goodwill. So that is a very, very good omen. They also happen to be very close together in the sky. If you look at if you do see them, Venus is very bright, right? She's very, very bright. She's the only planet in the sky. The moon is brighter, but then comes Venus in the night sky. So you will be able to see her. And also, notice they are making an exact well, not exact, but they're making a very good connection to Neptune. That is dream time. That is a powerfully positive connection. Okay, back in time we go. Again, I go around the houses today, just for change. So we go back to the full moon. It's tricky with that Venus-Uranus opposition. It's unpredictable. It's the peace-loving Venus in Libra, but she's shaken up by Uranus. That's the nature of it. It's very, creative, very, very creative. That's what Uranus is at its highest. And also notice we still have this fire trine moving of Saturn, Uranus, and the North Node. So the old and the new, I've said it before, the old is Saturn, the new is Uranus. And they're moving back to an exact trine, flow of energy, good stuff. Pluto at the full moon is a bit wide, but it is making a trine to the moon. That's again a positive thing. It's the tensions that create our issues, if you like. We can take the trines for granted. All those things are nice and easy, and we need those good times. But also it's the squares that are dynamic. The oppositions are dynamic. So Jupiter being right, I've got the law on my side. That's the negative of Jupiter, and it's exaggerated when it's with the Sun as well. Especially Sun, people who are leaders, heroes even. The energy also of, what am I going to think of next? The Pisces energy. So Scorpio and Pisces are both water signs. So they will, each one by one, we will get the Sun trining, the Sun is trining Neptune, then the Sun later in the month will trine Chiron, and then Jupiter, as it moves through Scorpio, it takes a year to get right through, will do the same. But Venus will be the next planet to make that connection to Neptune. And then after that will be Mars. So we're getting a lot in the news, in the media. Neptune can be scandal. Not everybody is aware of that. It could be scandal, it could be fantasy. It's our highest vision in terms of the movies or great art or great music. But also fantasy in the terms of, are things really as they seem to be? I've got a background in journalism. So always I want to question, what am I seeing? Is it proven? And back in the day, I believe people were innocent until proven guilty. So there's an awful lot going on at this time, which I believe is very much about our beliefs. Jupiter represents our beliefs, our faith as well. And the world of the media, I hate to say this, but there is a lot of fake news out there. I have to agree with Donald Trump on that one. I never thought I'd say that. But you have to really think, is this true? And sometimes when I was talking last night on a webinar of mine, I don't know if you can truly remember every party you went to 30 years ago, especially if you got drunk. I don't know, I can't remember things at all. I'm getting quite old now. So also to be discerning is, I think, the word I'm looking for here. Mercury in Scorpio can be that. It can really want to investigate, research, get underneath things. That's the benefit of Mercury. Once it moves into Sagittarius, it's actually not a strong place for it, because it likes the signs of Gemini, likes the signs of Virgo. So the energy is kind of confused as soon as it moves sign. Full moon this time of year, just before Guy Fawkes in the UK, I think in the East as well, in the US rather, is a time of having fun and pleasure, and that is what Taurus is about, after all. And notice the smell. I don't know if you've been aware in the UK, I really notice the smell in the air. That's why I'm born this time of year, so I love this time of year, because we're very connected to the earth energies as the leaves fall, the beauty of the natural environment. It's a good time to get out at night because you can really see the night sky. You'll be able to see the wonderful, wonderful constellation that happens in Taurus, and that is the Pleiades. The moon's not there yet, but it will be in the next few days. Look up. I encourage you, look up and connect with the wonder that are the stars in the sky. Thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of HealingStars.com.